Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am going to be discussing over, and finally I'm able to do something that you guys have been already been waiting for a while now, and that is the American Revolutionary War British Regular Army review. Now, in this video, we're only going to be discussing about the British Army and the regular army. The Hessians are, even though it's considered to be part of the British Army, they were mostly mercenaries for the British, so I didn't count them in this video. But in this video, we're just focusing on the British. Now, also in this video, I have basically gathered some British soldiers. I was looking for some the night before, but I was too tired, and I was just going to deal with the armies that I had, or the men that I had. So I'm just going to go with what I have and present it. I know it probably may not be a lot, but it is what it is. So without further ado, let's just jump into the review, or actually the tour. Here we have the British Army from the American Revolutionary War, and I took a couple of pictures showing them from the front and top view. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the ranks, which we are going to break down the soldiers within this army and who is in charge. We have the officers, which, as you can see, there's a lot, but the one in the front circled is Lord Cornwallis. Now we're going to move on to the rest. So here we have the bannermen, which I know that is not a lot, but they represent the army, the infantry, and the regiment they serve in. So now let's move on to the next section. Here we have the battlefield musicians, which back then they only had music to communicate commands on the battlefield. Since modern day times we can shout and call radio, but back then they had to use music. Now let's move on to the next section. Here we have the artillery crew, which are tasked with loading, carrying, transporting, and aiming artillery cannons on the field and operating mortars during fort sieges. Now let's move on to the next unit. Here we have the infantry, which consists both riflemen and chargers. Now, even though to the colonists they call them redcoats, but to the English they call these regulars because they were regular soldiers that were trained and disciplined in Great Britain and were put all around the world to protect colonies from other. We have the cavalry, men on horseback that are easily used to flank and strike fear into the hearts of their enemies. Now moving on, we have the loyalists and civilians. As you can see, civilians are the ones with the pitchforks, the loyalists are the ones with the muskets, and I tend to use them for my British army because there were such thing as loyalists that were loyal to the crown, and they were also a special unit for the Great British. Now let's move to the closing. Okay guys, so I just want to say thank you guys for waiting so long for this video. I know that I've been meaning to get this post as soon as you guys have voted on my poll. Speaking of polls, I have published a new one probably a little bit later after when this video is posted, but in that poll you guys can select an army for me to tour next, and we'll go ahead and do that tour. Announcement wise, there's going to be a collection update, and it's going to be a huge collection update that's going to be coming up sometime around August or so, probably during a week or so after my birthday, or probably for the entire month. That's in that video. You're going to be seeing every single army that I have collected. Both armymen and action figures are included, and vehicles, all kinds of stuff that I have. They're all going to be in one, not really going to be in one big video because it's going to be a while, so they're probably going to be in parts, and I've already planned out what parts are going to be showing which. And then it's still in the thinking process, still in the planning, but that's basically what's coming up soon. It's literally almost August, and I figured why not do a collection update sometime around my birth month, but also if I get some of my videos out, and if I don't have anything going on during the month, hopefully I don't, but if I do have stuff going on during the month, I probably may have to push it towards December like I've always have done, but I technically just want to do this around August to get that over with and out of the way. And I figured you guys are like, it's been a while since I've seen a collection update, and how's the progress so far? Have I made it up to 20,000 soldiers yet? I'm trying to make it to 20,000. Also, I know that I said I was going to take a break from doing any more Army Men reviews, but I have recently ordered a lot of soldiers, Armies in Plastic online, which I almost lost all my money on, but it's worth it for this video that I'm about to do, and that's going to be coming up sometime around this week. Now I'm probably going to do that video first before I do the collection series, which is probably going to be a long time, and I know you guys are going to be waiting for a long time. So I'm just getting you guys to prepare and be aware that it may take a lot longer than anticipated. But I will try to work on my timing with future historical Army tour videos. But today we finally managed to get the American Revolutionary War British one, even though I had to quickly get it done, because I know that you guys have been wanted to see and learn from it. I'm sorry that it was rushed. I know that some of you guys probably didn't even get a chance to even see the video, or well, you saw the pictures but didn't get a chance to hear me say what I had to say because I was trying to speed it up. But I'll try to take my time more often with these videos. But other than that, that's basically it. I wanted to say thank you guys for watching, and be sure to look out on that poll and select a new army for me to tour, or something for me to do for the next video topic. And without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.